Welcome children in this video where I am teaching you computer application. This is for class 9 as well as for class 10. Now children, today the topic we have to do is operators in Java. Now this topic we have already discussed a little bit about it in tokens of Java and operators in Java. Children, first of all, again I am going to tell you what an operator is. We say that operator is a symbol or set of symbols which performs a specific task on its operands. So for example, plus is an operator. So this plus is performing a special task. Say if I say 15 plus 4, this means children that plus is an operator and 15 and 4 are the operands. Now this operator adds these two values and it returns you a value which is 15 plus 4, 19. So we say that an operator is a symbol, and children, it can be a set of symbols, like we have a symbol like this, greater than equal to. Here we have two symbols. So we say that operator is a symbol or set of symbols which performs a specific task on its operands. Now children, if we talk about operand, this 15 and 4 are the operands. So we say operands are those values. These values may be in the form of constants as 15 and 4. They may be in the form of variables. So operands are constants, variables, or it can even be mathematical functions, which we are going to discuss later. And these operands are those values on which these operators work. So children, now regarding this operator, if I talk, now operators, we have classified them into two forms, and first is first we have divided it and we are calling it forms of operators. So we have classified operators into three forms, and these three forms are unary operators, binary operators, and ternary operators. So children, if we talk about unary operators are those operators which works on one operand. So unary means one. Say for example, children, we have unary operator like plus, like minus. We have this plus plus, minus minus, and a not symbol. All these are examples of unary operator. These symbols we will be studying later. But say for example, if I have written a value 5 and if I put this unary operator over here minus, then its value becomes a negative value, that is negative 5. So these operators, these are working on single operand, so we are classifying them as unary operator. Then the second is the binary operator. Now children, binary operators are those operators which works on two operands. So the operators which works on two values are called as binary operand. It can be a plus sign, for example, as I have written 15 plus 4. So this plus sign is working on two operands, so we call it as a binary operand. It can be a multiplication sign like 3 into 2. This is again working on two operands. It is called as a binary operand. Then greater than sign, 15 is greater than 2. So this again is working on two operands. So it is called as a binary operand. And children, the third one is the ternary operator. Ternary operator is that operator which works on three operands. Now children, this ternary operator is this particular operator, a question mark and a colon, which I am going to teach you in detail. This is a conditional operator. It works on three operands. So an operand which works on an operator which works on one operand is called unary, which an operator which works on two operands is called a binary operator, and which works on three operands is called as a ternary operator. Now children, operators, we have also classified them into types of operator, and this means the type of task they are operating. So operators, if we are classifying them according to the task they are doing, then it is classified as arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, assignment operator, shorthand assignment operator or Java shorthands, increment and decrement operator, and conditional operator, which is the ternary operator. So children, these operators have been classified according to the task they do. Say for example, children, when we talk about the first operator, that is arithmetic operator. So children, we talk about the arithmetic operator of plus, minus, multiplication, division, and a modular. So these are the five arithmetical operators. When we talk about this plus symbol, children, if both the operands are numeric, then this operator performs the task of addition. Now, say if I say 15 plus 4, the answer is numeric, which is 15 plus 4 is 19. So, it is adding these two values. But children, a plus operator can also be used with string values. Like for example, if I say A, B, C plus X, Y, Z. So this operator can also be used with two string operands, or it can be used with one string, one numeric, or one numeric, one string. Then the task becomes different. Then it is doing the work of concatenation. So it is called as concatenation. So this is doing the work of concatenation. And children, concatenation means joining of strings. So this operator, if it is used with string operand, it is going to join these values and you will get a value like A, B, C, and this X, Y, Z will be joined to it. So in case of a plus operator, if either or all the operands are of type string, then it is going to, children, concat these two string values or join these two string values. And even children, if it is A, B, C plus 5, then also one value is string, the other value is numeric, then also it will do the work of concatenation, that is A, B, C, 5. So children, plus operator is used in two ways. If both the operands are numeric, then it is going to do the task of addition, and if either or both the operands are string, then it is going to join these two values, these two operands. Now children, one more thing, if we say that if we add A in single quotes plus 10, now this is the character value, and children, character value is a numeric value, and the numeric code for A is 65, so it means that we are adding 65 plus 10, so the answer will be 75. So in addition, we see that there is some differences. In character value is considered to be a numeric value, and numeric addition takes place according to its codes. So this is called the Unicode of A or the ASCII code of A, but in Java we represent it by its Unicode character. So children, this is regarding the plus operator. Then we have the minus operator. As you all know, minus operator does the task of subtraction, and it is only used for numeric calculation. Say for example, 10 minus 5, the answer will be 5. So this minus operator is subtracting the first operand, is subtracting the second operand from the first operand, and you are getting the result of subtraction. Then in the same way, children, multiplication is doing the task of multiplication, like 10 into 5, it is going to give you a value 50. Division, 10 divided by 2, it is going to give us a value 5. Now children, one more thing we have to see, if we divide 10 divided by 3, the answer will be 3. But the exact answer should be 3.333. But here the problem is that an integer value is getting divided by an integer value, so the answer will be integer, and this I have discussed in type conversion. So type conversion, we can correct this value with the help of type conversion, which I have already taught you. And children, this last operator is called the modulus operator, and this modulus operator gives us the remainder of a division. Say for example, if I say 10 modulus 3, the answer will be 1. As when we divide 10 by 3, the quotient is 3 and the remainder is 1. So if I say 10 modulus 2, you don't get any remainder, so the remainder will be 0. So children, these are the operators. Now children, one more thing comes. When we have multiple operators of the same type or of different type, then we have the order of precedence. Order of precedence means the order in which all these operators are going to get evaluated. That means if we, in an expression, if we have more than one operator, then which operator is going to get evaluated first? Like we do in the mathematics, we follow the BODMAS rule. Here children, the first order of evaluation is of multiplication, division and modulus. They are holding the first order, and the second order is for plus and minus. Now children, you will say that first is multiplication also, division also, modulus also. So we are following the rule from left to right. So children, if we have multiplication in the left position, then the division, so multiplication will be performed. In the same way, plus and minus, if both occur in the same equation, in the same expression, then it will be evaluated from left to right. So this is the order of precedence. This is, children, the arithmetical operator. Now children will go and do the next operator. The next operator we are talking about is the relational operator. Now children, as the word relational operator says, relation means the relation. So we are talking about the relation between two operands, since it is a binary operand. So next is relational operator. And children, relational operator, if we talk about, we have a relational operator greater than, we have a relational operator less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, we have equal to, and we have not equal to. So children, these are the relational operators, and these relational operators are also called the logical operators or the Boolean operators, since they are returning you a Boolean value. So when these operator gets evaluated, they give you a Boolean value, either true or false. They give you a Boolean value of true or false. Say for example, if I say 10 is greater than 5, yes, 10 is greater than 5, so the value returned will be true. If I say is 10 less than 5, now 10 is not less than 5, so the value returned will be false. In the same way, children, if I say is 10 greater than equal to 5, greater than equal to 5, so yes, 10 is greater than equal to 5, so the answer will be true. And if I say is 10 greater than equal to 10, then also the result will be true, since 10 is equal to. So it is talking about greater than also and equal to also. If the same thing if I apply over here, if is it less than equal to 10, again the answer will be true, because 10 is here equal to. If it would have been less than, then also the answer would be true. And children, 10 is equal to 10, double equal to sign is checking for equality. So it is checking whether this operand and this operand is same. So it is returning you a value true. But if I say is 10 equal to 5, the value will be false, since 10 is not equal to 5. And not equal to, this is the sign for not equal to. If I say 10 is not equal to 5, yes, it is not equal to 5, so the answer will be true. And if I say 10 is not equal to 10, so it is equal to, so the answer will be false. Now children, this is regarding the relational operator. In relational operator also, children, we follow the order of precedence. And the order of precedence is like that. In the first order of precedence, children, we have greater than, less than, greater than equal to, and less than equal to. So these signs come in the first order. And in the second order, children, we have the equal to sign and the not equal to sign. So they are holding the second position. And if you compare the arithmetical operator and the relational operator, the arithmetical operator holds the priority position. They are executed first, then the relational operators are evaluated. That means if in an expression we have arithmetical operator also and a relational operator also, then an arithmetic operator will be evaluated first and then the relational. And children, also these are evaluated from left to right. So children, we have talked about these two operators, arithmetical and relational operators. In the next video, I am just starting with logical and the other operators. Thank you very much, children.